Yo, we are back in the Great League here, and we have a different team to showcase for tonight. And we got the Shadow Sandslash here paired with the Toxapex and Swampert here. So we do get them to switch out into the Talonflame. We go into our Shadow Swampert here. We are able to get to this Hydro Cannon before they get to their move. They invest a shield here. Talonflames typically no longer know the Brave Bird anymore, but you still have to shield the Fly. Because it does a good amount of damage. I don't think it would have KO'd, but we do have to be aware of getting rid of this Talonflame because our Sandslash in the front here does not want to see this. So if they double shield, we double shield, and we are going to be able to get to this Hydro Cannon to take out this Talonflame. They reveal that they have the Cradily in the back here. We're going to stay in for now because we can do a lot of chip damage with this Swampert. So they get a good farm down on their part, but now they have to face this Toxapex. This Toxapex should be able to tank all the moves from this Cradily. Our opponent ends up going into their Mantine here. The idea here is just to tank a move and then switch out. Exactly for that reason. It potentially could be a bubble. And then now we reset the debuff, and now we're going to be able to get back into our Sandslash, get a full power Ice Punch right there, and now we're going to have to tank these Bubble Beams. We're going to throw on Ideal Timing here. This Ice Punch here. Let's see if it takes it out at this range. Does not take it out, but we do get the farm down. And they leave because they know it's GG's. So, well played by us right there. And on to the next game. We do have double waters in the back just to protect the weakness, the fire weakness of Sandslash. Of course, with the fighters, we only really have one hard counter to fighters. But this team in here is pretty decent so far. We do get met with a Kingdra here running the Waterfall. So we're not going to be able to do... Okay, they decide to switch out into their Skeletor right there. We're going to switch into our Swampert. So far, we're seeing a lot of fire types in the back. So this team has... exactly taken care of the meta so far. We're going to go for this Hydro Cannon right here. This Hydro Cannon does get the last shield from that Skeletor. And the Skeletor is looking to throw another Crunch, I believe. Okay. No debuff. And we are able to throw this Hydro Cannon on Ideal Timing. And we're going to be able to take out the Skeletor. So 2 times, 2 matches, 2 fire types in the back. So our opponent ends up going into the Wigglytuff. So we switch out into the Sandslash. They try to come in with their Kingdra to snipe us, but we didn't get that. So we're going to be able to get to another Ice Punch here to throw back at this Wigglytuff. This Wigglytuff does get the farm down, but we do get it to about half health. And so now we're just playing it with Principle and coming in with our Toxapex right there. This Toxapex will be able to win this matchup here. We could have gone in earlier, but it was just a habit, just to get in the habit of waiting out the clock when you need to, or when you can. And there we go. We do win that game right there. Beating that Wigglytuff in the back right there. So GG's to our opponent, and let's see if we can continue this fire type in the back snipe. So far, lots of fire types, but we are prepared for that. So here, Cradily in the front, we are resisting their fast moves, and they decide to switch out into their Tentacruel right here. Tentacruel, unfortunately, is going to be met with our Swampert. The Swampert here is going to shield because it potentially could no Scald. Luckily, we did shield the Scald, and we didn't get the debuff, so we're going to go for this Hydro Cannon right here. We don't necessarily want to leave this matchup with a lot of health because we do have that Cradily to still consider. And so we are going for these Hydro Cannons. As you can see, a couple of Hydro Cannons still is going to be able to take it out, but we go for the farm down right there because they actually decided to go for a Scald. And then here, we're going to go for a big charge move, big damage right here, and we're going to try to get to another move. We do get to another Hydro Cannon right here, so this is a crazy Swampert right now, doing huge damage to the Tentacruel and taking out that Cradily. That Swampert has got its money's worth, and now we have to deal with the Primate, so we do have to try to throw an Ideal Timing. We do get the brine to go off, and they decide to leave because they're not going to be able to have enough health and get to basically 3 moves. So GG's to our opponent right there. I will say we have been finding good leads and not finding the fire types in the front. Otherwise, Okay, well, speaking of the fire types, we do get met with the fire type. Let's see if we can come back from this situation. Another Cradily in the back here. We're going to be able to get to this Hydro Cannon. This Hydro Cannon right here does get it roughly to 50%, so we're going to try to outpace them here. Our opponent is overfarming a lot, and we finally get a shield from our opponent. One shield from this Cradily, and we do get baited right there. Unfortunately for us, ends up being the Rock Slide. Here, we're going to allow this next one to go through. Even a Rock Slide, resist a Rock Slide takes us out right there, so that's really unfortunate. Here, we're going to allow this one to go through because we're trying our best to farm down. Ooh, no farm down. That is really unlucky right there. So we're going to invest a shield right here because we know that we can at least potentially get a shield back with our Ice Punch bait right here. We do get that shield, and now we're just going to hope the Toxapex in the back will be able to win with whatever's in the back. Shadow Ball goes through, does a decent amount of damage. Our opponent here is going to be able to... okay, they have to tank this Brine here. The Brine doesn't even take it out, so unfortunately for us, this Toxapex in the back will not be able to win. Not being able to farm down that Cradily was actually really bad for us. That Cradily living with basically 1 HP ended up costing us the game, but it's all good. And that was a cool little Guzzlord in the back right there, so we would have been able to have a good amount of energy for that Guzzlord. All right, next game here. Let's see. We have a Noctowl in the front here. We get met with a Vigoroth. So this Vigoroth right here knows the new Rock Slide, but it's gonna only have to go for these Body Slams. So here we know that we can tank at least another move. They actually go for the Bulldoze. So this Vigoroth right there was not running the new Rock Slide, which was better for them because Rock Slide would have been a resistant move. They actually had the Bulldoze. And then our opponent here is going to decide to let their Vigoroth go through after we one shield. And then we're going to be able to throw this Brine right at this Noctowl here. We go for the Brine because we can get to 2 Brines here and potential shield. But our opponent was aware and they don't shield. So here we're going to come in with our Sandslash. The Sandslash has to tank a potential Shadow Ball. But they go for a Sky Attack. So that's actually good for us. Is this a sign that they don't want to see this Sandslash in the back? We'll find out here. So far they have... Oh, we have CAP tied, I believe. They decided to let it go. So interesting enough, they had a Stunfisk in the back right there. So we are able to match up our Swampert with the right Pokemon. And now we're going to be able to win this matchup because not only is this Shadow Swampert pretty deadly versus this Stunfisk, but they also went for a Rock Slide really early on. So all we have to do here is just go for 2 Earthquakes and we should be able to win this game. No need to get fancier bait, and GG's to our opponent right there. Check out this team if you haven't already and let us know if you enjoyed the video.